So we have a male patient, 45 years old, and he's a construction worker with lateral epicondylitis or tennis elbow. So lateral epicondylitis is basically the swelling or tearing of the muscles that help you extend your wrist away from your palm, and they connect to the outside of the elbow, and that's going to cause excessive swelling or pain. So he got his injury at work. He was hammering with a repetitive motion and ultimately got lateral epicondylitis. The structures that he has involved are this ECRE muscle and tendon and the extensors and flexors in the wrist. So he has some limitations, and his limitations are basically having trouble with lifting things as well as using the hammer at work. So first we're going to start out with a maximum protection phase, and in that we're going to do everything light because this is very important. So we're going to start with wrist extension and wrist flexion. Those are the first two exercises, and we're going to have him place his arm on his knee, his forearm, and we're going to have him go up, slow and controlled, and go back down, slow and controlled. So this is wrist extension and wrist flexion. And we're going to do 2 to 3 sets of those each day, 10 times. Next is curls, no weight. So everybody knows a bicep curl. You're going to start with your arms down, bring them up. Start with your arms down, bring them up. Slow and controlled, both there and back. And then the last one for maximum protection phase is going to be pronation and supination. And we're going to have him put his forearms on his knees. And pronation, you're going to start with your arms flat and you're going to bring them over. And supination, you're going to bring them under like a bowl of soup. So we're going to have him on his knees, and we're going to do pronation and supination. Pronation and supination. Again, 2 to 3 sets of those times 10. So now we're moving on to the moderate protection phase, and we're going to do a little bit of resistance. We're going to start with wrist flexion and extension. So for wrist flexion and extension, you put one end of the TheraBand on the ground, and we're going to have him sit, and we're going to wrap the hand as much as he can handle. We're going to put his forearm on his knee, and we're going to go up, and I need 10 of those 2 times a day. Just easy resistance. And then you're going to grab the resistance band on the arm with your hand down, and you're going to pull up for that wrist extension. Again, 10 of those 2 to 3 sets a day. And then we're going to do some elbow flexion. So keep that band on the ground. Grab the TheraBand, and we're going to start down, and we're going to go up. So bicep curls, but this time we have the resistance band to add a little resistance. And then we're going to do elbow extension. So you can put the TheraBand in the door or whatever will hold it. And we're going to do some elbow extension. So pull it out. And we're going to start here and go back as far as he can. Slow and controlled. And then that's going to be it for the moderate protection phase. So now we're going to move on to the minimum protection phase, and we're going to do more back to work stuff. So he's going to get a hammer in his hand, and again we're going to work on the pronation supination. So he can start here with his hand up, palm up, and he's going to go over like this with his hammer, so it kind of simulates that work. And he's going to go back and forth to pronation to supination. And the next exercise is going to be curls, weighted curls. Start again how you had it, and back up, slow and controlled. And then the last one is horizontal elbow adduction and abduction. So grab the resistance band that's in that door and pull out, slow and controlled back in, so you're doing abduction and adduction. Out and back in, slow and controlled with that resistance band. And that's going to be it.